And so here we are, back in the UK, Formby near Liverpool, and thank you for following this journey of Churches and Trees, Episode 2, Chapter 2. So I'm currently here in Formby Pinewoods, exploring, finding some unique little spots. I mean, it's not exactly the middle of nowhere, these are paths where people come through with their dog, but I feel it's very important to come out and just be around these trees. The feeling of the biosphere just really is uplifting, and just coming out and finding these special places where energy is quite unique. The biosphere itself actually engages with my own energy. I can feel it. You'll feel it too. There's some quite unique spots, that you just stand in and watch. There's some unique locations just all around us. We don't need to go abroad to look for anything. It's right here in our backyard. I mean, look at that. Could be in the middle of nowhere. It's just nice to be out here. I could quite easily put my hammock up and just chill for the day. This hammock location for forest bathing is not far from a residential area of Formby, yet still so tucked away amongst the trees. Hey, so it's a bit windy, but I found a new spot, and it's surrounded by trees. So the hammock is like putting a deck chair in the forest, as long as you've got two trees. This is a great place to come just after work for a morning coffee. Just put the hammock up, and I've got this wonderful view. Lots of nature all around. Yeah, it's really nice, I tell you. Just to get away from everything, there's trees around me. There's no Wi-Fi. You can feel just like fresh, like there's a fresh energy or something. There's loads of different colors of greens. Yeah, I tell you what, it's becoming a bit of a passion to just go off and find two trees. Just enjoy the scenery when you put the hammock up. Just got to have the time to do it though. That's the only thing, to have the time. Not far from the hammock spot is a unique church surrounded by trees, much less green and full in the winter, yet still so picturesque on any day to visit. The grounds host many historic artifacts which make up for the lack of written accounts. A 12th century baptism font, a gravestone to King Henry IV's armour bearer, a boundary stone from the 18th century, and many other gems all present the clues and hints to what is quite a remarkable reminder of our past. And it's on these grounds that the exploration into the ancient era continues, recognizing the significance of these mementos which help to tell a story of a past mostly forgotten. What a beautiful area this is. I'm here at St. Luke's Church. They say that there was a chapel here from the 12th century, and that's because just inside there you can see there is a baptism font that is dated from the 12th century. But what is very fascinating also is what's known as the Godstone. Dated also from the 12th century, with only theories to its origin. Could it be a symbol of our Viking past, or is it some religious hieroglyphic of some kind suggesting a journey to divinity? Let me know in the comments what you think this symbol represents. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. This is the Formby family that used to own this land. I always love walking around these grounds. I love walking in the church grounds themselves. It's just got ancient design that we just don't do anymore. The variety of stone blocks used here is quite unique. Look at the way the window has got that curvature. All the churches seem to have that curvature. Looking at the windows here, we can see the shape I'm referring to, which I've always felt it's a sort of symbol of recognizing the divine. Look at that symbol there. So that symbol I see in a lot of the churches.
I nearly forgot the oldest streetlight in Formby from 1897, originally powered by gas.
There's Celtic crosses here. And to think that there was a chapel here on these grounds in the 12th century just blows my mind, you know. And I always like to walk through this area here. And I used to come here during the summer when the trees are really full. And there you can see the side of the church I really wanted to show you. That symbol there. Now that is what I'm fascinated with.
Stained glass windows are always much more magnificent to view from within when the light shines through them. This rose window is certainly impressive, with a variety of local flowers from the area designed within its picture. And even though the artistic intention seems focused towards a message of floral beauty and healing, it's the specific geometric shape that has always gained my attention.
A while ago, I met someone who reminded me that if you look into the science of cymatics, which is sound frequency that manipulates malleable substances like water or grains of sand or even flour maybe, substance that is light or liquid, if you get a specific frequency and you are able to send it through this matter, it will form a shape depending on that frequency. And the shape is what we see in the sides of these churches.
So this is a very basic example of what I mean, as a specific sound frequency is affecting the shape of what looks like a kaleidoscope pattern. So could it be that this pattern is determined by a specific sound frequency?
Some of these shapes are quite different, but this one I've never seen.
Let's see if other churches have these designs. Heading back up north a few miles to the town of Southport, I can think of one particular church that has a very interesting design. This church history goes back to a chapel in 1827, but then relocated to this location in 1841. But it was this nave gable with its belfry tower and a wheel window, auspicious lancet windows. Part of its remodeling in 1875 and expressing a specific design pattern, which we will take a closer look at.
Okay, here we are, and this is St. Marie's Church. And does anyone know what that symbol actually represents? What is it all about?
Slightly different from the rose design window, this is the wheel style design.
What does it mean? Why is it on the side of the church? Is it just a pattern for an aesthetic reason, or is there some kind of hidden meaning?
While there are so many symbols designed into the architecture of this church, I'm going to just focus on this.
So does anyone know what that symbol is?